Hello, viewers. I'm Masud Khan welcoming you to watch Nrbc TV USA. This is I'm basically the chairman of BBF Global. So BBF Global and Nrbc TV together we have organized this show. And today we have invited a very important guest who is from the United States of America. Uh, she is Tammy and Tony. She is uh, so many qualities she has. She is astrologer, professional certified astrologer, entrepreneur, and so many other identities she has got. So today, hello Tammy and Tony. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you for having me, Masud.
Okay, very welcome to our studio. So today's topic is very important. Believing in yourself. I mean, extremely important. And today's the viewers, um, Anthony, Jamie and Tony will be speaking about how to make you confident. The confidence is extremely important for any kind of success because we people actually sometimes lack of confidence. Can I do or I cannot do something like that? To be or not to be, like this. So I hope this show will definitely help the viewers, I mean the young people around the globe, how to be confident and how to be successful. So Tammy and Tony, welcome you again to our show. So now tell me about your background a little bit, Tammy and Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm a mother. I have three children, and I'm an astrologer. And I empower women to be more confident and to live authentically and more happily with the power of astrology. So when you were born, every planet was aligned perfectly to reflect your who you are on the inside. So we want to go back to who we really are on the inside and what makes us very happy. So that's what I help support women with that.
Yes, yes, because men and women are these two instinct in the world. These are very
Mhm.
important. So, and I believe women empowerment is again a very important issue. So, being a women leader, if you could tell us, as first of all, um, how you can help women to be more empowered, to be more encouraged, to be more confident. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great question. Um,
Hmm.
Women can often feel lost from their sense of purpose because in this world we've been taught to go, do, work, and we need more time for rest and for listening and connecting in with our body for the wisdom that we hold inside. And if we aren't connecting with ourselves and with our intuition, then we can feel overwhelmed. We can feel stagnant. We can feel stuck in life. Um, and, and we repeat the same patterns over and over again. And it can affect our health. And so, yeah, to break free from all of that holds us back so that we can live more joyfully and more fulfilled. Um, yeah, that's
Hmm.
basically what keeps us from living our best life is um, these whenever we are repeating these old patterns and we don't have purpose or passion and we don't feel powerful and we don't feel confident, then those are usually just symptoms. um, they're just symptoms that show that there's a disconnect from your highest expression and your highest purpose. And yeah, so your life and yourself, you can only grow um, when you become the radiant self, who you are really on the inside, your highest authentic expression. And so,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah, please carry on. Yeah.
yeah. So when women are feeling unfulfilled, then I help
Okay.
them to remember their innate gifts, their
Yes.
passion, so they can live fulfillment, joy, successful, and to carve out more time and space so that they have more time for themselves. Women often don't have much time for themselves because they are busy nurturing a family or nurturing a business. And whenever we can go back into ourselves and selves and take really good care of ourselves and listen to what we need, um, then we are able to fill our own cup so full that it overflows onto others around us, and then we don't feel depleted anymore.
Right. Tammy, one question I would like to ask you, because astrology is a science, definitely, right?
Yes.
So we do not, as laymen, we do not understand much about astrology. You are a very certified astrologer in the United States of America, and I'm sure
Yes.
this show is watched by many people in the entire world. So if you could enlighten me, what is astrology and how it works?
Yes,
Hmm.
I would love
Hmm.
to enlighten you about that. So,
Yeah.
when you were born, when you took your very first breath, every star, every planet was lined up perfectly to reflect the blueprint of who you are, all of your gifts and your talents and your challenges and your family and your health and your relationships, everything in your life. It shows everything, and so it shows what challenges you have to go through, what may hold you back from living your highest potential, and it shows your highest potential, the highest expression of the individual. And so, also, what's happening in the sky at every moment also influences what's happening on the planet for everyone. So, um, it's this beautiful system that creates the cycles that we live in so that we can learn and we can grow and we can have our experiences with each other, and that we can help to evolve the whole planet. And astrology has been used since ancient times. It's been documented since about 5,000, 6,000 BC, that astrologers were the primary consultant for all royalty, all kings, all queens. Whenever back then, if you wanted to find your horoscope, you would have to go into the royal library to find your horoscope. And your horoscope, horo just means hour, it means the hour you were born. And in that time, they had three priests watching the night sky. They would take turns watching the sky, and they would document everything that they saw on the sky. And then they would document what they saw happening on the land too, and how it affects the land. So this has been recorded all throughout history, uh, just to help us to navigate. It's a navigation system so that we can
True.
see what's coming next, and we can see what to expect and how to, and then we know we're empowered and we're confident, and we know how to work with these influences from heaven,
True.
and we can
True.
prepare.
Uh, yeah, Timmy. I feel like seeing you here to ask you a question,
Yes.
because you are a future teller, definitely. Yeah. So if you could tell me, like I'm sitting in front of you, so what good or bad future see in me, if you could
In
tell.
you, oh, well,
Yeah.
I see that you're a man who is on a wonderful mission to bring more joy and more good knowledge and information into the world, and that you're also helping to uplift uh, people in the world. So that's what I see in you.
Okay, okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, my next question, move on the next question, because I know that you are also health and relaxing expert as well. So, human beings are having lots of stress nowadays, and they have got a huge mental health issues. So, if you could tell us that how a human being can be free from anxiety and can be a, I mean, real good soul and grow
Hmm.
together. Yeah, tell us
Yeah.
something from your yeah.
Yes, that's a good question. So we we're often stressed when we're disconnected. We're living in the past, or we're living too much in the future. If we can really stay with the present moment and really appreciate the very present moment, then that can help relieve stress. It's very, very simple. And also, if we can, human beings have a tendency to focus on what's wrong in the world. We see what's wrong everywhere, and we want to fix it, right? We get
Yeah,
upset about it, and that's good. We need to see what's wrong, but we can't focus so much on what's wrong. We have to focus on what's right, and then we create more of what's right. So wherever we focus is where our energy flows. We are really that powerful, and we can be very confident just with knowing that. So if we can focus on what's right, even the little things that are right throughout our days, every moment, then that's how uh, we can reduce a lot of stress. So it's a choice.
true, true, very correct. So it's a good answer. And then, you know, uh, I would like to ask you because you are a mother, you know, and you have got children. So, I mean, how someone can be a good mother, ideal mother, if you have
Hmm.
any suggestion, being a mother, yes.
Yeah, so that's a good question. Um, what I've found through my experience raising three children, I have my sons are grown; they're in their 20s. My daughter is still at home; she's a teenager, and letting go of expectations of who you think they should be, and trusting that you as the parent are doing a good job, and that because you are the best parent for this child, right? You're going to
Yeah,
do the best job as to raise this child up. So letting go of expectations of what you think that might look like, or who you think this child should be, or what they should be doing. They're an individual, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
and we're here to just to guide them. We're here to be their guide, to help them learn to do life really well. And if we can focus on teaching them how to be happy and fulfilled, um, then that's what's going to happen, basically. And then we
true.
will raise a very bright and contributing um, human being into the world. They'll grow into something beautiful if we hold that vision for them, that vision that they are they are great just being who they are, right? And that they will do good work, and they will take good care, and they will be happy and fulfilled, and just having more faith and more trust. And that will help to cultivate the confidence as a parent. And yeah, because it's hard raising children. It's the hardest job I've ever done. And and you have
Yeah.
children too, right?
Yeah, of
So
course. Mhm.
yeah, so it's a constant, it's just checking in and letting go of like who you think you should be as a parent, and checking in with yourself also, because it's an
Mm.
opportunity for growth for us as individuals to be parents. So for spiritual
True.
growth, for just growing ourselves and growing our experiences, and yeah, just doing our best and making sure we're parenting from the heart instead of how we think society,
Yeah,
like how we
I got
think
it.
others
Mm.
should think we should do it.
I got you. I got you
Yeah.
entirely, Timmy. Uh, Nowadays, mental health is very, very important issue the entire world. I'm sitting here in Canada. Sometimes I'm just walking in the street and I find lots of problem. Lots of people are there having huge issues, mental problem. They're not mentally fit enough, and mental health is again a very, very important issue entire world. So, if you could tell us something about the mental health issue, you know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah,
So, when my clients come to me, people come to me and they are feeling lost, and
yeah,
they often tell me that they think they have psychological problems. They think they're not well mentally. And I have noticed again that it is, they focus a lot on what's wrong, and they don't focus on what's right. And that's a big thing, to switch the mental health quickly and to really focus our thoughts, because our thoughts are very, very powerful. And whenever thoughts come into our mind, we often think that every thought that we have is a truth, which it's not. It's just a thought. And it's often a pattern that we picked up along the way from someone else, whether it was from our childhood or from past experiences in our life. Um,
hmm,
we pick up thought patterns and they become patterns. So if we
yeah,
can
true,
interrupt our thought pattern and replace it with a new thought pattern, or questioning that thought pattern, uh, that may be, we may ask, is this thought helping me?
hmm,
Is this thought that I'm thinking, is it contributing to me being uplifted? And is this thought true? And
true,
what if it's not true? We can question that. We can say, well, what if this thought isn't true? What if the opposite is true? Right? So, like if
correct.
I have a thought that like I'm not good enough
Hmm,
or
hmm,
something like that. Well, what if that's not true? What if you are?
true,
And then
true,
trying on new thoughts and interrupting the patterns. So if we can just interrupt patterns and change patterns, then that's where we can make the biggest progress in our mental health. And we have the power to do this on our own, but it takes consistency, it takes
hmm,
discipline.
yeah,
It takes, yeah. So we have to do it. We
hmm,
have to keep doing it over and over again until we change the pattern.
so true, so true.
Mhm.
So,
Yes.
my next question is, because you have answered so many questions of mine. So let me ask you something about your life, your own life, which can help or which can definitely inspire us. If you could tell us about your life, uh, I mean, why did you pursue education in, especially in, astrology? Because what is the mission or what is the objective which can help
Mhm.
us to study in astrology? Because in our country we have no this subject, astrology or whatever. So if you could tell us your background,
Yeah,
why you have been interested. Yeah.
yes, I love this question. So I
Mm.
started studying astrology on my own, just doing research and investigating since I was a kid, since I was a teenager. And then I had had consultations with astrologers. I actually went to college for psychology. So I did study psychology first
Uh,
before I
uh, uh,
became an
let me
astrologer.
let me just interrupt a little bit, because most of us, we have curiosity, because curiosity to know about myself, what will be my future, most of them.
Yeah.
So definitely it's a very interesting subject. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, yes.
Mm,
So
mm,
I started looking at astrology on my own and studying on my own and just seeing the patterns in the sky and how it affected uh, those of us, me as an individual, my family, my friends, and even the whole planet. So
mm.
it was very interesting to me, and it felt very empowering to study astrology. And then I met with astrologers. I had personal consultations with astrologers, and it was okay. And then it was more psychological. And then I decided to meet with one particular astrologer. And whenever I got on the call with this astrologer, he said, "Tammy, why are you calling me? You're an astrologer." And so that's the first thing that he said to me. And no other astrologer had told me that. But he told me some other things that were very, very particularly predictive about my life. And he was very, very on point about the past, the present, and the future. So he also told me, he was like, "Oh, you're not an astrologer yet, are you? Well, you will be, and you're going to be a great, great astrologer because of this and this and this and that." And so, in a way, that kind of gave me a sense of permission. Like, and because I was studying astrology and I was hiding and studying
Correct.
astrology because I didn't think it was what I was supposed to do. So he validated what I was supposed to do, and I decided I have to do this for other people. People need this because once I started following my path and following my passion without holding back, then everything in my life just lined up and started falling into place. And um, yeah, I feel more passionate. I feel more myself. I feel like I'm really, really doing good work that gives me energy, and I'm helping to uplift people and remind them of who they really are on the inside, and to really see the divinity in each individual and see what's beautiful about each individual and remind them of that. And that is so, so empowering to someone. So I hired his teacher, that astrologer's teacher, to be my teacher. So that's how I got here.
Okay, okay. Great
Yeah.
knowing about it, because this is truly, truly, truly important, because actually now I'm just thinking that what will be my future, everyone, I'm sure, the thinking. So if someone can help me, well, your future will be this, that. Maybe it's a forecast. It's not definite, I know, but still it
Mhm.
helps a lot to navigate yourself. I mean, what should be, what should not be, So that is good things.
Mhm.
And my next question to you, Tammy, is for the young people, because nowadays we find a lot of young people. I have got kids also, so young people cannot decide properly, what they should do, what they should not do. So being a astrologer, certified astrologer, what is your message for the young people of the entire world?
Yes,
Mm,
I love this question.
mm,
Um, so there's so much noise out there now, so many distractions. We've got the
true.
internet and so many options, right? When we have so many options, then we can become complacent and we have a hard time deciding, right? So
Mm,
I would say to really follow their passion, follow what lights them up on the inside. And it's okay to try different things, and
True.
just make a choice. Start making choices. And as we exercise our decision muscles, so to speak, and we make decisions, and we stick to it, and we commit to it, then then we will find the right path. And it's okay if we change our mind along the way. So it's okay to change our mind. We're not, if we make a choice, make a decision on something, on a path to take, and we decide that maybe that's not the right path and we want to do something else, well, we did learn something from that. And that's the gift that we're given here in life. We're able to take all these opportunities that we have in front of us, and make our choices and really learn from them. And that grows us into who we are, is our experiences. Just make sure we're making decisions, making commitments, and following our passion, following our heart, and um, and having these experiences. So instead of getting stuck in between, not able to make a decision. So just pick something that really lights you up and gives you energy, not something that depletes you.
True, true,
Yeah.
true, true, true. Because positive energy is pretty much important. I find lots of people, no, I cannot do that. Oh, this is difficult. Oh, something like that. So I believe the human instinct, the positive energy is extremely important for human life. So if you
Yeah.
could tell, yeah.
So usually when people come to me, usually what they're supposed to be doing is, it's
Hmm.
that thing that they
Yeah,
think, it's like they don't want to tell anyone because it's too big. It's too
yeah,
big for them. It's too great for them. It's their wildest dreams. And but they hold themselves back because of low confidence. So if they just
true.
start taking one step at a time in that direction, then that's really where they're usually supposed to be.
All I believe in my life, because I go through my life. So confidence is something that if you do not practice anything, like in our country or whatever, people do not speak English or cannot speak English well. So they think, oh, I should not speak English because I'll feel shy. People will laugh at me, something like that. So I always tell, being an English teacher, I tell my students that you have to be confident. How? You have to repeatedly try it. Right and wrong, forget about it, but you have to keep on speaking. So this is just for an example I tell you. So everything is like this. If you do not practice in your life, then will automatically fear will come. So definitely you have to try repeatedly, and once in a fine morning you find yourself that you are confident enough. And positive energy is, I believe, as I'm a self-driven man for all my life, self-made man as well. So I believe the confidence comes from your work, your action. So if you don't have action, confidence will never come. So that is good things you have told us, Tammy. So we have come almost at the end of our session today, and now last question is very simple question. um, you tell something uh, from your life to the people which could be the inspiration for people, you know
Mm.
yeah,
And
from
an
your own life. Yeah,
inspiration. Yeah.
yeah,
So an inspiration from my life would
yeah.
be, um, I feel inspired by my children. I feel very
Wonderful.
inspired by my children. So to to be the best mother, and to teach them um, what's important, and that's to live their best life, and to really be fulfilled and happy, and follow their wildest dreams, and put one foot in front of the other, take action until you feel confident. So I have to do these things by example. So I have to create this on my own. And I set an example for my children. So, like, I went through many professions until I decided to follow my wildest dreams and follow my passion. So I want my children to be able to do the same. And I feel like I've become very successful just because I'm doing what I love. And I'm able to put my children first as priority and do what I love. So we can have anything we want. We can create whatever we want in our lives. We just have to, like, whatever we can think, whatever we can
Yeah,
see in our imagination, we can create that. Our imagination just gives us an image of what can be, of the possibilities. And so, yeah, teaching my children that has been um, how I feel most successful, just by leading by example, and not
excellent.
making excuses. Oh, I can't follow my passion. I can't do these other things because I
True,
have children to take care of, and then I would be sacrificing myself, right? But
true.
instead, I make sure I'm doing both, and I'm fully in both places. So I really pour into my children, and then I really pour into my work also. And yeah, and so they see that, and how we can create our lives into a beautiful masterpiece, and we don't have to give up one thing for the other. We can we can have everything that we want. It just takes a level of belief and decisions. Mhm.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so very much. My last question is, the world is a global village, you know. So now you are sitting in America, I'm sitting here in Canada, lots of people watching from all the web from different world, so different countries of the world. So I believe the globalization has given us so much opportunity. So if you could tell us the opportunities of globalization to the people.
Mm. The opportunities of globalization is that we're all connected, right? So we we we're connected into this beautiful web, this beautiful network, and we can find so much knowledge just through these connections. Like, we found each other. I'm in Texas and you're in Canada, but I think you found me when you were still in Bangladesh. So, and that's globalization, right? We
True,
can
true,
reach
true.
anyone on the planet and create beautiful relationships, and we can contribute more. We can make
So
a
true.
good contribution to what's happening all over the world. So whenever we
Absolutely.
put our intention into that, we can really help to uplift the whole planet, because it connects everything and creates like this beautiful
So
web
very true.
that can bring us all up together.
So now you want to say that physical distance is no more distance anymore. Yes, we have
No,
to. We are very much connected, right?
yeah,
Absolutely. We, like you're sitting in
absolutely.
Texas, I'm sitting here in Saskatchewan, Canada, so, but we are connected. So I'm
It's
sure that lots
beautiful.
of people are watching, from
Hmm.
the entire world. So globalization is extremely important in today's world. And we
Hmm.
take benefit out of it for sure. And we
Right.
have to open our eyes. If we close our eyes, we cannot take any sort of opportunities or benefits. So you have to open our
Hmm.
eyes. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so very much, Tammy and Tony. You have told us so many issues, and I'm sure that viewers have been truly enlightened by your speech today. So definitely we'll invite you any other show. And how the viewers can connect with you, because you are a astrologer. So many questions they might ask you. So if you could tell
Yes.
us how they will connect you. Yeah.
So you can go to my website,
Yeah.
thestarqueen.com,
Yeah.
or my Facebook, Tammy Antoinette, Or I also have a YouTube channel that I just recently started, the
Very
Star
good.
Queen Tammy Antoinette. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent, Tammy. So I am happy that I could introduce you to the world as well as to my community, because in Bangladeshi community they are watching this show, because NRBC non-resident Bangladeshis TV. So I'm sure that non-resident Bangladeshis and also the resident Bangladeshis all are watching, and of course the global community watching you. So it is a wonderful opportunity for me, absolutely. So
And
I
for
believe that
me.
I'll in yeah, of course. And then I believe that we'll invite you another session for sure in the next coming days. Stay
Mhm.
well. So today I am just, end here. I'm ending here for now, but I believe we'll catch up again very soon.
Okay.
You know.
It was an honor, Masud. Thank you so much for having me on today. It was a pleasure.
Yeah. If you have any last note for the viewers. Uh,
Yeah, just focusing on what's right in the world instead of focusing on what's wrong. That's what's
yeah.
going to create the best future for everyone.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
Mhm.
today's take from this conversation with you, I believe that being confident is very much important, because if you're not confident, if you think should I do or not to do, to be or not to be, nothing will happen. So we have to have positive energy. Never we have should have negative energy. Oh, we cannot do, or nothing will happen with me. No, you are a human being. You have been given unlimited power and potentials. You can do
Mhm.
anything and everything. What a human being can do, you can do too. So with this note, with this take, I would like to end my session for today. And for viewers, I believe we'll invite another guest in the next session. And you will keep watching NRBC TV. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Thank you once
Thank
again.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Take good care.